You just wanna talk, what you gonna say? Tell me that you love me and no one will feel the same. You just talk, try to run your game. Tell me what you want and why you want me to stay. Cause I won't wait, I won't wait, no, I won't wait. I won't wait, no, I won't wait. I won't wait, no, I won't wait. I won't wait, no, I won't wait on you no more. If you really love me, then baby, you let it go. If you were to see me, then everybody would know that we've been on a high, you keep it on the low. I claim that you are mine, even though I know you don't. But you can't find the time to explain why you won't. So my mama don't like you, my daddy don't like you. I don't give a f***, I'ma be the one to wife you, but I can't wait. Swimming in Balenci's water, whip on drippy, I'ma always shoot my shot, no shot unbeneficial, While you tying up my line, I gave you all my time, Hold up, hey, whoa, stay strapped, hey, whoa. You ain't gotta turn around, I got your back, hey, whoa. Bend it over, shake that ass, that booty fat, hey, whoa. All these say they hit, I know it's cap, hey, whoa. Y'all been sleeping on me, wake up from your nap. You just wanna talk, what you gonna say? Tell me that you love me and no one will feel the same. You just popped up, try to run game. Tell me what you want and why you want me to stay. Cause I won't wait, I won't wait, no, I won't wait. I won't wait, I won't wait. I won't wait, no, I won't wait. I won't wait, no, I won't. I just pulled off in some new shit. See me with my new chick. Better get your ticket, baby, my life is a movie. Different city every night, I swear I'm always moving. You steady be choosing. Top down, pull up, outside I'm posted. Triple sprite the potion, ice tray frozen. She know how I like it, little baby from the ocean. Her body's so enticing, shake it in slow motion. Cause you got what I want and you know I got what you need. But you been acting crazy, take a 10 to a 3. Baby, take it down for me while I pop the Perry. Pop like cherry, can't stop me from staring. Oh no, I can't walk away from you and not come back. Lucky baby, I want you. Lucky baby, I want you. Just wanna talk, what you gonna say? Tell me that you love me and no one will feel the same. You just popped up, try to run game. Tell me what you want and why you want me to stay. Cause I won't wait, I won't wait, no, I won't wait. I won't wait, no, I won't wait. I won't wait, no, I won't wait.
I won't wait. No, 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 no. Hey, that's Titoski. He wanted to hit her quick uh, last month. So he brings us in and he takes us out, man. What's happening, y'all? It's that guy Curtis from R Live Jam Sessions. Appreciate y'all showing up, man. I hope you had a great weekend. I know I did. I want to give a shout out to the new administrators or administrative team, President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala. Forget her last name, forgive me, but the Vice President Kamala, and I mean that's pretty cool. We needed some change, and we got some change now. But this ain't all about no political. But I just want to give a shout out because we made it happen. You know what I'm saying? And it was time. So appreciate all of y'all who did what you needed to do in order to get things done. Because it's 21, and it's time to get it done. That part, yes sir, yes sir. So we got a great show for you today, man. We got I call it Jabril. Maybe some of y'all know him as that, but it's Jimmy James. It's one of the baddest guitar players you'll ever meet. I'm saying it like that. I mean it like that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna chime in. We're gonna have some fun with him today, man. What else is new? I wanna condolences to my man Kevin Bowden. We we had the home going for his daughter on on Monday, and 12 years old, and they fighting the battle. Shout out to James Bible that's working for him as well. They honor me with being allowed to send her home with song. Josephine Howe was there and everything. It was beautiful. It's sad when young folks have to go. Um, but the beautiful thing is that the young people there recognize that there needs to be more love. You know what I'm saying? And they were petitioning for it from their family members and whatnot. So that was a beautiful home going, and shout out to the Boltons, and and our prayers are with you for your strength. Okay, I want to say happy born day to my baby sis. Next week she out there in that. Well, she's just sitting right now. She's in Atlanta now. She in Houston. I guess she having fun. So shout out, baby. Enjoy yourself and be safe. Love you much. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? I don't really want to talk about the Seahawks, but you know what? They my team there regardless. I think we got beat. I don't think we lost that game. I think we got beat, and that's as far as I'm gonna take it. That's as far as I'm gonna take it. It's always greater later. That's what I say. That's what I feel. That's what I mean. Again, it's ThatguyRcurtis. This is R Live Jam Session, and hopefully you tapped in. I put it out there that we're gonna be tapped in, and we down here at the Blue Water Bistro, man. They got these. Look here, man. I'm gonna turn this. Oh, I can't. I don't think I can turn it around, but I'm gonna show you, man. Look at these things, man. Look at these, man. They at me with those, man. I had to move out the way. They were so hot. But I love it. But we outside. We got the fresh air, trees, and everybody's distance. You know what I'm saying? I decided to come down here because I visited mom today, helped her out a little something, took her some food. We always got to do what we're supposed to do for moms and help out when we can. I ain't hugged my mom in probably over a year, you know what I'm saying? And it's because of the COVID, but God is good, you know what I'm saying? Her cancer's gone. She's done with radiation. So, yeah, God is good. I can't say it too many times, but I mean it every time I say it. So without further ado, you guys, you know what? I just want to bring the man on, man. We're going to chop it up with him, man. And I don't know. Hopefully we can see the hair. I don't know. But without further ado, please welcome to R Live Jam Session, Mr. Jimmy James, y'all. Let's go.
All right.
Oh man.
No air today, man. Shoot, I ain't got time to get that right. Shoot,
What's up, brother? It's a pleasure to have you on the show, man. It's a pleasure, man. I really do appreciate it, man. How you doing, brother?
man, just hanging and toughing it out like everybody else, in this whole scheme of things, you know. So, what's going on with you? Are you outside?
Hey, hold up. You might need to move to another part of the crib or something because you froze and you sound like you on Mars or something.
Oh, really? Huh? Okay. I don't
Yeah.
know why it's doing that. Because I'm on Wi-Fi. I'm on Wi-Fi.
Okay.
How
I heard
about
you
now?
looking there.
Okay.
We'll
How about
try
now?
to make it. We'll try to make it do what it do. So, man, first of all, man, congratulations. I'ma just put it out there right now. If I'm not mistaken, I believe you received a Grammy. Is that correct?
No, not a Grammy. It's a platinum record.
Oh man, we got to do. Hold on, we got to do better. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I
How about
got
now?
it. All right.
All right.
What's that?
Yeah,
Ooh, I see guitar. Hold on to something. That's what Karen Zam said. So can y'all hear me? Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay. So it's me. It's me. Let me try to adjust.
Okay.
Let's see. Is that better? Say something to me.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you there?
Yeah, because I'm on
So I mean,
Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi hardly ever freezes. So
I'm on Wi-Fi too, but I guess my Wi-Fi ain't that good. I apologize.
yeah,
I
yours has been
apologize.
freezing.
Let me see if I can work something out. How about we do this? How about we go to let's go to let's go to that video. Let's go to that. I got a video of yours you sent. How about we go to that and let me see if I can work this out.
Okay. It's just me on screen.
Look at that. That's way better, ain't it? Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Devil is a lie.
Where
All
are
right,
you
brother.
at?
So, all right. So you can see me?
Yeah, I can see you. Where are you at, though?
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Jimmy James.
Yep, I'm here.
Wow. I
You
can
hear
hear
me?
you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Well, this was a bad idea. This was a bad idea for me to do this because I can't see you and I can barely hear you.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here.
I know you.
Hello?
There I is.
Can you hear me? Yep, I'm here.
So everybody can hear me. If you can hear me and you can hear Jimmy James, then somebody come on here and say I can hear you and I can see you. Got a few folks looking. We got a few folks looking and watching. I hear you. Keep playing.
Yeah, I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm still sitting for the screen. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sounding good. Sounding good.
Yeah.
So the people can hear you play, and they can hear me. So I just want to ask you about that. Go ahead and talk about that that Grammy. I said Grammy, but did you say yes to the Grammy? Or
No. It's not a Grammy. It's just a platinum record. Platinum. It's a platinum record. Honestly, probably better than the Grammy though. But it's just a platinum record for like over 1 million sold on the song "Slide" by her. And so
okay.
yeah, co-produced that with my guy Mario and Leon, and we did that song, and it was just a sample that we had done, and then her producers heard it and picked it up and used it for that.
Whatever it is, man, it's an honor, man, that you was able to. I know you did something for her. Tell the people what inspired you to be a guitarist, brother.
I guess the first tune that I mentioned it like when I first heard the Temptations' "My Girl." As soon as I heard that, that.
Right.
When I heard Robert White was the session guitarist for the Funk Brothers in the Motown House Band, and so when I heard that, and it was also when I heard this one. Smokey Robinson, but my plot was. When I heard, I second that emotion. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Eddie Willison's part that. You know what I mean? Oh, went out again.
So what? So you're obviously a producer as well. When you produce songs, man, what is your motivation for the type of song that you actually produce?
I don't like. For me, it's more of just like whatever I'm hitting my head at that point. It's just like it could come from anywhere. It could come from simply having conversations with people, or walking down the street and hearing different, just hearing different things. Like you could have a rock on the bottom of your shoe, and you might hear something, a rhythm with that, or a washing machine may be unbalanced, and you hear that, and that becomes a song. Certain sounds you may hear, and it can come from anywhere, at anything. Or I listen to records, a lot of soul records, like rare soul records and stuff like that, or like anything from rare soul to like Sam Cooke or Bobby Bland or Wilson Pickett, I don't know if he's hearing me.
I can dig that. So when I hear you play, and when I play with you, man, you do a lot of you're very animated when you're on that guitar. I done seen you play it with your teeth, play it behind your head. I think you did it underneath your leg one time, man.
No.
And And when you play, sometimes you be kind of like on some like Jimi Hendrix, man. And I didn't really hear clear. I don't know if you said that was one of your inspirations or one of the ones that keep you motivated to go, but I'm sure that do you kind of channel a little bit of Jimi Hendrix? And that might not be the right term to use, but I think you understand what I mean. When you play, you kind of
Well,
hear some
I
Jimmy
mean,
when you play.
he's definitely an influence. You know, I mean, there's no doubt about that. You know, I mean, like, you know, it's no doubt about that because you know he was a huge influence. Because what Jimi Hendrix is to me, you know, is, and you probably can see it if I point it this way, you can see the poster of Jimi Hendrix right behind me. There he is. But uh, what Jimi Hendrix represents to me is freedom musically. Like he took the guitar places that it was never intended to go, and he did a lot of things with it that might have still hasn't been done since, you know. But he opened the door. He was between the. I don't know if you can still hear me, but he was between the past and the future.
I got you. So right now we're
Yeah.
gonna take a little hold up for a second. We're gonna take a little station break right quick and come back with Jimmy James. You guys, thanks for hanging out with us today. Apologize for the technical difficulties, but we're gonna make it through because it was a lot. So station break, and we'll be right back with Jimmy James. This is ThatguyRcurtis, R Live Jamm Session presents. Let's go.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not trying out new wigs and cocktail dressers, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Atlantic Street Center has been serving the children, youth, and families for the Seattle King County area since 1910. We partner with families and communities to raise healthy, successful children and youth with services including counseling, early learning, youth development, domestic violence, and education support for school-age children. Committed to serving the African American community, Atlantic Street Center provides services and support for all marginalized people. Learn more at AtlanticStreetCenter.org.
This is Paul Schneiderman, the host of Sports and Stuff on
Excuse
Rainier
me.
Avenue Radio. Sports and Stuff is a sports show
Excuse
that
me.
focuses on the game day aspects of sports and also the business, policy, legal, and sociological aspects of sports. Tune into Sports and Stuff and listen to my interviews with athletes, authors, administrators, politicians, and others.
Stay up to date on the coronavirus. Visit kingcounty.gov/COVID for information, guidance, and resources to help keep our communities safe and healthy. That's kingcounty.gov/COVID. This message is a public service of Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
This is the news on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Seattle has been given the green light on distributing more of the COVID-19 vaccine. Under Washington's vaccine rollout plan, high-risk healthcare workers, high-risk first responders, and long-term care residents are the first eligible to receive the doses. However, Durkin's and other officials' vague language and lack of tangible community outreach has puzzled many residents, who are increasingly hesitant to trust the vaccine and its rollout. That all comes as the Trump administration asked governors nationwide to rapidly expand eligibility to receive doses. The abrupt federal policy shift on prioritization, which will make nearly a third of Americans eligible to be vaccinated, represented a departure from months of state planning and federal guidance on who should be eligible. It could up the vaccination rate, but it also threatens to add further confusion to an already rocky rollout and raises questions on how to best ensure equitable access to the doses. A spokesperson for Governor Inslee said the state would merely, quote unquote, consider the federal changes on eligibility, acknowledging differences between the new approach and the state's plan. Evan Bush with the Seattle Times reports.
And that's your news on Rainier Avenue Radio.
You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Don't forget to log on www.RainierAvenueRadio.world.
Who would you like to collaborate with within the coming days? Um, Mavis Staples from the Staples Singers. I would like to work with her, like, or Carla Thomas from Stax Records.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Hey, there was a question that Aretha Marbury had that said, "Who would you like to collaborate with?"
Oh, that would be if I could. I would like to collaborate with Mavis Staples from the from the Staples Singers. Can you hear me?
And then Karen Sam asked, "What's next for the True Loves?"
There's some stuff that's happening with there's going to be a record coming out on Color Red with them with the True Loves.
Cool. Hey, I got a question for you, man. I've never heard you do it, but can you sing, bro?
I try not to.
You said you try not to.
I try not to. I get nervous if I do.
Yeah, but you can probably hold a little bit of a note, huh?
A little bit, but I mean, I try not to. You know what I mean? Like I can hold a tune, but I'm not a singer, though. You know what I mean? Like,
there you go.
like if I got up there,
let the guitar sing for you.
If I got up there, the only song I would do, and I could probably play half it, is let's see.
Man, okay. Did you say Ada Staples? That would be a great one. That's what Aretha Marbury said. Mavis Staples.
Mavis Staples.
I'll just read what she said, man. I'm like Superman right now. Just read whatever's there. Go ahead, man, and bless us with some more. Go ahead and bless us with some more guitar, man.
Sure. I have no idea. I'm just playing any random stuff that was it.
Listening to Jimmy James, y'all.
I know you should recognize that one.
We don't let it stop us. They try to get in the way, but we don't let it stop us. I told y'all, one of the baddest guitar players you'll ever hear. We gonna reschedule him, and you'll be able to see what he's doing. You can hear what he's doing, and you probably feel what he's doing. I know I can. So here's a great question, man, and I know you're the one to ask. How do you feel that the music industry has changed over the years? Or I guess, or do you feel like it has changed over the years?
It has to an extent, I think, because people are now, people can record from their own homes now. You know what I mean? And people can record in the privacy of space, and do that. And some people can do it separately, but I think it doesn't match the same thing as It's not the same thing as being around people, you know. So it's like there's that change, but I think it's still like people. I think some people are getting smarter to the whole thing, doing it themselves, as well. So I think that's a great thing, But yeah, I mean, that's how I see it. But as far as anything, I think it's still some things still remain the same. Some things have changed. Not really my thing though.
Okay, we all heard him. I heard him a little bit, but I'm sure it was edifying. How do you feel? These are some questions that I got from some people that kind of did a little bit of research on you. Shout out to Sonia on this one. How do you feel your unique music style has contributed to the music industry? Your unique music style has contributed to the music industry.
I guess I haven't really paid attention to that. It's just like I'm just being myself. You know what I mean? Like I think that's the main thing. It's like I think when you play music, you should be yourself. Because if you don't, then who are you? You know what I mean? It's not so much a following the rat race as anybody else is doing. You know what I mean? It's easy to do and easy to tag along. But it's another thing just to be yourself. And if you don't be yourself and you're not 100% what you really want to do, then why do it? And I'm just being who I am. I'm being who I've always been. Whether people are heard it or not. But I'm just gonna be me. And I can't be nobody else but that. So that's how I hear it.
Dig it. Okay, so here's one. Okay, here we go. I want to know too. What's the story behind the name Jimmy James?
Well, I'll tell you. It's because, my first name starts with a J, but it's a tip of the hat to the people with the name James, because they are a lot of the people with the name James influenced me heavily. Jimi Hendrix, being James Marshall Hendrix, of course. Being from Seattle, left-handed genius, of course, hands down. James Brown. Jimmy Nolan, who was the guitarist who played with James Brown, and James Lee Jamerson, who was the session bassist for all the great Motown stuff, from My Girl to What's Going On, to I Was Made to Love Her, to Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Pretty much 95% of the stuff that you hear on Motown was him. And so those people influenced me heavily, so it's like a tribute thing to them. Plus, the other thing is nobody ever pronounced my government name correctly either, so that makes it easier.
Well, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it first right here on R Live Jamm Session. You know now what it is. I'm not that because but we working this out. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see. There's some more questions here, man. Here's one. We're gonna say that one for last. I'm gonna ask you this: where is the where out of all the performances you've had and the places that you played, which one stood out the most for you? Which one did you just love?
That's a hard one because pretty much every place has its different thing, And I'm gonna get to this question in the front, but it's just like it's hard for me to say because like there's places in Europe, there's places in the US, like from New York to Alabama to California, places like that, And then there are places in Europe too, like the UK or France or the Netherlands and places like that. So it's like they all hold near and dear to me because each crowd had a different thing to offer. Everybody had a different energy there. So it's like pick just one. I can't even really pick it because I actually love it all. I love them all actually.
How did the name? How did you get the band name The True Loves? What's behind that?
It was just because at the time we had a different singer, and the last name was Love. But then the thing is that I was just like, it just the name True Love's rung a bell to me. You know what I mean? It rung a bell to me, and so therefore it was just like it just stuck, and so I was like the first name I could think of, so I went with that. You know. But
And
yeah,
so
it stuck. It really stuck at the time. Like I couldn't think of nothing else. I didn't want to think of something like, you know, something, you know, like a musical genre, like, you know, the funk so and so's or the rock and so and so's or something like that. I just didn't want, you know, that gives it away too much. You know, I'd rather have something that doesn't have a musical genre name to it. So anything we can play, anything we want to play. You know.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You do good interview, man. I'm gonna let you know that right now. And you don't, there's no hesitation, no nervousness, and nothing like that. I really appreciate that, man. You know, I like you anyway. We got the same birthday, so we the same kind of cool. Uh, me, you, and my grandson. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Here's a question that says, Have you worked with any new artists? How is working with new artists different from with artists you've worked with in the past? So how's working with new artists different from working with artists that you worked with in the past?
Well, I don't know. It feels kind of a. I don't know if it's really a big statement to, like, I mean, when they talk about new artists, I'm trying to figure out what they mean. Do they mean this modern music, or I'm trying to figure out what they mean by that? Because it's like new artists. I mean, I work with different people all the time. I think it's like if it's of a new genre. Um, It depends, you know. It depends on the person, and it depends on their go-get-it mentality. You know, do they really like? What are they really going for? Do they know what they want? You know, musically. You know, because if a person knows what they want musically, and they come with it, it's very easy. There's some people who need to push and shove every now and again, but I mean, yeah, it's hard to kind of answer that question because I don't know if they know if it's different from like the past, if it's a different genre or what have you. But I mean, I worked with artists in the past, and there's artists I work with, you know. But most of the time, it depends on what they want musically, you know.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of hard for me to answer that question. I don't. I kind of don't know what they mean by that. But I mean, like I said, if it has something to do with a different era of musician, well then yeah, each person comes to the table with something different. You know what I mean? And they come with a different thing. You know. So like it's nice. It's nice to play with different people, but at the same time, it's also nice to play with people you have chemistry with too. You know.
Cool, man. So here's one that everybody wants to know. Aretha wants to know. Sonya wants to know. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that want to know, man, from you, specifically from you. What advice do you have for up and coming artists?
My advice is this. There are three types of musicians. There are three types of musicians in this planet. There are people who sort of want to do it. There are people who want to do it, and people who want to do it badly. You got to decide which one you are. You can't choose both. It has to be one or the other. And if you're serious about it, you'll stick with it. If you're hungry, you're thirsty for it, you stick with it. But you also got to be 100% yourself. It's not always just about, hey, I'm trying to get on the train with everybody else. It's more of you try to be who you 100% are and follow the music. And it doesn't matter that because you hear the thing, and not to sound mean or anything like that. But I think that the biggest misconception a lot of times is that you have to play 15 different styles of music to get by, and that's really not the case. I think what really should be the thing is if you're really into the music, it doesn't matter. You can be one style of music, or you can be a multiple if you want to. That's up to you. But you got to find what you feel strongest about. And if you're not strongest about that, and you're just doing it because it's the in thing, or hey, it's the cool thing that kids are doing, then you're going to be miserable. You're going to end up playing stuff that you don't want to play. You're going to play miserable music. Not miserable music, but you're going to be miserable and play things that you're not into. You have to play something play the stuff that feels that makes you smile, makes you jump, which you can't think of. You can't think of nothing else when you pick up the instrument. That's what it should be. But you also gotta want it, and you gotta stick with it, and you gotta be hungry for it. And if you're not hungry for it, then what's the point? You know what I mean? If you're doing it to be like, hey, I'm doing it because I'm trying to be this, you know, rich person or whatever, and stuff like that, or I'm trying to do it so I can get laid or whatever, then that's the wrong way of doing it. You gotta do it because you love to do it. But if you're doing it for reasons outside of music, or you're doing it, the money will come, all those things will come, but you gotta be serious about it, and you gotta be into it. And if you're not into it, what's the point? That's just my take on it, though. Not to be rude or anything, but I have to be honest.
Well, you heard it from the great Jimmy James, y'all. From the great Jimmy James, man. Hey, man. Thank you very, very much, bro, for blessing us, man, here at R Live Jam Session. This is the time of the show where I let the people know what you want them to know as far as any projects you have coming out or anything that you want to talk about, any of your, your projects, anything. So this is your floor. Go ahead, go for it.
Oh, and I want to answer the one lady, I think her name was Jaretha, I think. If I pronounced her name wrong, I apologize. Yeah, so with so many people are searching for direction, what message would you give them? And I want to say to her question that the direction, you have to figure out what that is. You have to figure out what music makes you the happiest. What style of music makes you the happiest? What do you picture yourself, and you have to find your voice, whatever that is. And so that direction, it'll take you a while, but you'll find out what that is. And it's not going to come overnight. It's going to be something that you have to feel strongest about. That's the whole point of it, I believe. That's just me. And as far as, the stuff that I'm doing, True Love's coming out on Color Red. DLO3, we have an album coming out on the 29th on Coal Mine. So, shoot, that's in next week, I believe. But yeah, we have a record coming out. And Maple Steppers is conscious shifter as an artist. Do your music carry a message to complement your unique sound? The only thing I can say to that question, to Jaretha's question, is that we play feel good music. We play music that makes you feel good. You know what I mean? It's music that, like, at the same time, because we're instrumental, so we don't have any vocals. So it's like we just want people just to come to the show and forget about all their troubles. It's kind of like, it's like the song "Good Times" by Chic. Leave your cares behind, and that's what I want people to do. It's just like, come to the show, forget about all the stuff that's out there. Everybody comes in and they have a common goal, and everybody's coming in to enjoy themselves and feel engaged with the music. So that's what I take from it, and that's the thing I want to put into it. Saying what you were saying, R Curtis, DLO3 is coming out with something on we're coming out with our record, I Told You So, on Coal Mine on the 29th. Color Red for True Loves. I don't know what date, but we have some singles coming out. Keep tuned to that, or follow me on Instagram at Jimmy Scratch James. And I keep up to date what's going on. And I got some other stuff coming out with different artists like Chico Man from Antibalas. Some other stuff with a guy named Stone Cash Players off of Daptone Records, home with Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings. Mostly soul music. That's what we're doing. That's stuff we're into. And so, there's a lot of stuff coming. There's supposed to be some stuff for some singers coming out. I'm supposed to, I did some stuff with Tiffany Wilson, people like that, working with people like that. So, all the time. Sorry, that's a long one.
Well, there you have it, y'all. Jimmy James right here on our Live Jam Session, man. It's been truly a pleasure. I apologize about the technical difficulties. It's me trying to do a little much, you know what I'm saying? But you held it down, bro. I appreciate you. Jaretha says, thanks for being the great artist you are. We can use some feel-good music around about now. She says blessings. And I echo that, my friend, because you are definitely what we need in the music business right now. Somebody who's genuine, somebody who's real, and don't take no BS. That part right there. So thank you again, my brother. And I'm gonna bring you back. I'm gonna bring you back so we can see you, and hopefully we can see your hair next time. I love you, man.
All right, thank you. All right.
All right, man. Have a great night, man. God bless.
All right.
So
All right, you too.
this is the yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh no, go ahead.
R Live Jam Session. R Live Jam Session. Down here at the Blue Water Bistro, trying to do something too much, I guess, with ThatguyRcurtis. We're going to take this thing out with Tinoski, and I Won't Wait. He's the winner of Hit or Quit. Make sure you go ahead and send your songs in to R Live Jam with 2M Session at gmail.com, and you can get on Hit or Quit. And if you win, guess what? Next month, you're going to be the featured artist on the intro and the outro, and then we'll probably talk to you as well so that people can see who's behind the music. Man, this has been great. Shout out to Rainier Avenue Radio. Shout out to Rainier Avenue Radio for blessing me with a platform here. I really appreciate it. And hey man, D Money holding it down with Juice. What's it called? Juice. Anyway, it comes on tonight. Help me out. Help me with everyone. There it is. Fresh Juice. Tonight, I believe at 9:30. Am I right? 9:30? 9 p.m. All right. I'm gonna get it down. So with D Money and Fresh Juice, man, y'all tune in. And right after me is the Cinnamon, you guys. So, man, keep it locked, man. And shout out to Tony B, our station manager down there, holding down at the inauguration, man, all the way down here. He sacrificed to get us some information of what's going on down there, because me, myself, I'm not getting on no plane, unless it's real dire emergency, then I might get on a plane. But other than that, so shout out to him, man. God bless you. Safe travels. What else have I got, man? Shout out to the Blue Water Bistro for letting me get down here, but I'm gonna have to figure this thing out because we can't have no technical difficulties like this. Shout out to Jaretha. Thank you for watching. Shout out to Sonia for the questions. She's part of the team and she goes hard with it. So appreciate you on that. Who else tapped in? Karen always taps in. And anybody else, man, just tap in. Just say hello. It's all good. I want to know how I'm doing. If you don't think it's good, let me know and I'll step it up. That part right there. So we're going to take this thing out with Tinoski and I Won't Wait. Deuces.
You just wanna talk, what you gotta say? Tell me that you love me and no one will feel the same. You just popped up, trying to run game. Tell me what you want and why you want me to stay. I won't wait, no, I won't wait. I won't wait, no, I won't wait. I won't wait, no, I won't wait. I won't wait, no, I won't wait on you no more. If you really love me, then baby, you let it go. If you were to see me, then everybody would know that we've been on a high, you keep it on the low. I claim that you are mine, even though I know you don't. But you can't find the time to explain why you won't. So my mama don't like you, my daddy don't like you. I don't give a f***, I'm gonna be the one to wife you, but I can't wait. Swimming in Balenci's, water whip on drippy, I'ma always shoot my shot, no shot unbeneficial, Why you tying up my line, I gave you all my time, Pull up, ayy, whoa, stay strapped, ayy, whoa. You ain't gotta turn around, I got your back, ayy, whoa. Bend it over, shake that ass, that booty fat, ayy, whoa. All these say they hit, I know it's cap, ayy, whoa. Y'all been sleeping on me, wake up from your nap. You just wanna talk, what you gonna say? Tell me that you love me and no one will feel the same. You just popped up, gotta run game. Tell me what you want and why you want me to stay. Cause I won't wait, no, I won't wait. I won't wait, no, I won't wait. I won't wait, no, I won't wait. I won't wait, no, I won't. I just pulled off in some new shit. See me with my new chick. Better get your ticket, baby. My life is a movie. Different city every night. I swear I'm always moving. You steady be choosing. Pop down, pull up. Outside I'm posted. Triple spark the potion. Ice tray frozen. She know how I like it, little baby from the ocean. Her body's so enticing. Shake it in slow motion. Cause you got what I want and you know I got what you need. But you been acting crazy. Take a 10 to a 3. Baby, take it down for me while I pop the berry. Pop like cherry. Can't stop me from staring. Oh no, I can't walk away from you and not come back. Lucky baby, I want you. Lucky baby, I want you. Just wanna talk, what you gonna say? Tell me that you love me and no one will feel the same. You just popped up, try to run game. Tell me what you want and why you want me to stay. Cause I won't wait, I won't wait, no, I won't wait. I won't wait, no, I won't wait. I won't wait, no, I won't wait. I won't wait, no, I won't.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Check us out on social media. Facebook and Instagram, Rainier Avenue Radio.world, at Rainier Ave Radio.
If you're an